Any kind of course is nothing without a well thought out, executed curriculum. You can market yourself, have the branding down, and even hire the best graphic designer to jazz up your course. But if your curriculum lacks context and doesn't make sense, chances are your students are going to walk away very unsatisfied. Hi, I'm Sas from UTeach, and in today's video, I'm going to explain to you step by step in the most easy and conventional way how to come up with the best curriculum for your specific course. We make videos all about course creation, e-learning, and digital entrepreneurship, so do consider subscribing if you are interested in that kind of content. And of course, make sure you hit the notification bell because we upload every Wednesday and Friday. So, how do we create a curriculum for a course? So to break that down in a few simple steps, you must, first of all, understand what the exact purpose of the course is, understand what the student actually needs to learn, write down all the topics that must be included in the course. If needed, you must create certain assessments, homework, and any material that may be needed for the students during this entire course period. And then you also must gather certain materials that you may be needing, and of course, start drafting. Let's go. If you have a hard time creating a curriculum or AKA lesson plan, then I'm going to break down for you the easiest way to actually create your own curriculum that I actually have even mentioned in a few videos because many people asked, how do you actually write a curriculum or a lesson plan? So without further ado, let's get into the example. Let's say, for example, if you were to teach a friend who you'll be sitting with or a cousin, how to bake a cupcake, for instance. Yeah, we're going to bake cupcakes today. And I'm going to outline the curriculum that I would have for you to create a cupcake. So basically, in this context, the curriculum would be directions, okay? First of all, you can surely start out by providing some kind of introduction or history behind the subject of cupcakes, like who was the first person to create it, why it was created, and in which country was it originated from, what was the idea that actually sparked that specific person to come up with a cupcake recipe. And of course, you can also include some other interesting facts just to raise awareness and why not even create excitement at the same time for your students. The second thing you would want to do, and I would personally do this and I do recommend this, is outlining whether the course is easy, intermediate, or advanced for your students so that your friend, aka the student, know where they stand, and they also need to understand whether this is going to be something achievable or not. So please make sure you do highlight that in your course outline. They also need to know what kind of skills will be required of them so that they can proceed further on into the course. Afterward, there will be a section dedicated to specific ingredients. And in terms of an actual course, this means what the students will need throughout the lessons planned ahead. Maybe that's a notebook, having a ruler on hand, a calculator, headphones, maybe there are certain meditations or audios that they need to listen to, and whatnot. So let's bake the cupcake. Say you're telling your friend who's sitting next to you what steps they need to take from A to Z in order to actually come up with the final outcome, which in this case is baking the actual cupcake, the dessert. Maybe this requires certain key points that they need to take into consideration before they actually put the batter into the oven. So you would do this in your curriculum by highlighting each sections, and in your course, you would list that as modules. So like you would have module 1, module 2, module 3, step by step. Let's say your baking process of a cupcake consists of 4 major steps. Then your course, depending on its length, of course, would consist of 4 separate modules. And all these modules, of course, explain each necessary action and step that the student needs to take. So let's say maybe there's an entire section that's dedicated to the flour that they're going to use for this cupcake. Then, of course, you would create an entire module, a detailed module that highlights and covers everything that the student needs to know and learn about flour, the flour that they're going to use for this specific dessert that they're baking. If there are certain measurements when it comes to baking this cupcake, the same goes for that. So you would have to describe in numbers, letters, and basically in your own words, how exactly would you get the perfect measurements for this specific good and this specific outcome. And finally, one of the most important things that you must take into consideration when creating any kind of lesson plan, curriculum, instructions is making sure that everything makes perfect sense. Now, I'm not saying you're going to write the draft and publish it immediately, obviously. But if that's something you are confident about, then by all means, you do you, boo, okay? More power to you if you're able to write and just publish it immediately. May the force be with you, as they like to say. However, many of us aren't all that super confident, and we do need to make sure, maybe even a few times for some of us, no shame in that we go over the plan and we even ask our friends, our acquaintances. Heck, we can even ask some of our potential clients as beta clients. We can ask them to give a test or an experiment to make sure that they go over the course and they actually provide genuine feedback. So please, let's not neglect, let's not get lazy, let's not procrastinate, because in the long run, if you are wanting to sell this course forever or you're targeting it as something that's evergreen, it's best to just make sure that everything is in perfect context. I just want to point out that you may have gotten up a few times while you were writing the draft, and maybe there are some things that you didn't really consider or take into account of, or you didn't even notice. Let's say if you were to actually bake the cake, maybe you hadn't noticed that you had written down, for instance, 2 tablespoons of flour instead of 1. Or maybe such as knowing how to check if the cake has been properly baked. You wouldn't want the baker to turn off the oven when the dough hasn't even rose, so going over your entire work is a crucial step into creating the perfect curriculum just for you. But hopefully you understood the concept walkthrough, because I wanted to provide the easiest example for anybody when it comes to actually creating a curriculum. So basically, in a nutshell, you have to help your student get from point A to point B, or point Z, however you see fit. This is so that you can have a clear vision and that you can get on your computer and start typing away. So let's recap what we went through today when it comes to creating the best curriculum for your course. Understand and determine what your intention and vision is for the specific course. Determine what the student needs to learn from you. Write down every topic that must be included in this course. Create or attach assessments if needed. And of course, gather up materials or resources and put it all together. And pro tip, this is something that I personally want to emphasize, okay? Just take this into consideration. Know that almost everybody is going to have an opinion about anything that you do, specifically when it comes to putting yourself out there and marking yourself as an authority figure or an educator. So what we advise you to do is just write down what you know. Remember, you're the teacher here and your students trust you. They want to learn from you. They trust your craft, your skills. So don't really sweat it when people give you their unsolicited advice. I said that wrong, but that's okay. You get my point. So our question for you today is, have you ever wrote a curriculum or a lesson plan before, ever in your life? It doesn't have to apply to an online course specific. And what kind of trouble or concerns or worries did you have while you were writing this? So please let us know in the comments down below, because we would love to chat with you about it and provide as much valuable information and help as possible. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to check out our other videos. We have playlists in the description box as well as in the info cards. We have videos on such as, do you really need an audience to actually sell a course? Do you need to be an expert to become a course creator? How to price your course? Why your course may not be selling? So on and so forth. So make sure you check that out after watching this video. I'm Sauce from UTeach. Please do consider subscribing if you're interested in our content, and we'll see you next time.